folks.
Hello.
Oh, I have it on the wrong thing. Hold on.
Wouldn't be a live stream if there weren't technical difficulties in the beginning.
Right out the gate, let me tell you. There we go. And of course, we can't see the chat in the stream, which is cool. Which is what I was going for. Oh no, we can see it. There we go. Dave Holtzman, what's up? Craig Still.
Hello.
Praetor Zin, how's it going? Hold on, I gotta log in here, and then we'll get going.
I've never seen you use that like that.
Yeah, I do every once in a while when I want to kick back and relax. What?
Nothing.
Okay. Let me just get the chat up here on my laptop, and then we're gonna be rolling. Okay. So you can go back to the menu. There you go.
Okay.
And start the game.
All right, cool. I've never played this before. So.
This is her first time playing. What is this? Bastion. I can't remember. I got no words.
You told me to play this game.
Uh-huh.
Also, I'm not super familiar with PlayStation controls, so.
It's all the same.
I know, but.
A, B, X, Y.
Thank you. I'm not gonna remember that.
You better remember it.
Well, if this is anything like Hades, then I'm gonna end up just button mashing. Anyway, what's the start button?
This one.
Okay, thank you.
It's the same on the Steam. All right, let's see. What is everybody saying? So, Dave Holtzman
Proper
says,
store is supposed to start at the beginning.
Sale price of the
Ain't
Steam
so
Deck
simple
brought
with
me
this
here
one.
today. Awesome.
Now
Steam
here's a
Deck
kid
is
whose
great.
whole
We're
world
playing
got all
Steam Deck
twisted,
right now.
leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky.
You guys through a capture card.
He gets
playing
up,
it on CRT.
sets off for the Bastion,
and if you guys
where everyone
haven't
agreed to go in case of trouble.
You gotta try playing the Steam Deck on CRT.
Ground forms up under his feet as if pointing away. He don't stop
Steam
to
Deck
wonder why.
at 315 pounds.
Finds his lifelong friend
Nintendo
just lying in the room.
Absolutely would. Praetor Zin says, I feel bad for barely ever using the Steam Deck.
Well, it's
But if
a
I'm at
touching
home, it's just better
reunion.
to use the desktop. And if I'm outside the house, I'd rather read on the tablet. Praetor Zin, yes, but there is a middle ground.
He sees what's left
you
of the
can
rippling
stream from your,
walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity.
Is the game too loud? Uh-oh, the game's too loud. Okay, sorry about that, guys. How's that? Turn it back on, babe. How's that? Is that better? Sorry. I'm really sorry about that, guys. You probably are just gonna hear the ambient sound from the mic rather than whatever.
Kid pops him good. Starts to feel his bruises though.
How is our audio now? Okay, you guys can hear us now? That's as loud as we get, unfortunately, unless I do like some compression. I'm gonna add some compression to the.
I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of having fun with it.
Yeah.
No one's here for me anyway.
Everybody's here for you,
Oh.
honey. I'm here for you.
I know.
An old repeater falls.
Let's add some audio filters. We're gonna add a compressor.
But it'll have to do.
How's that?
Still to spin up the chamber.
I can't tell if that's better or worse. Is that better? People are saying yes.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks really inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink.
Albie Tuga, long time no see to you as well. I feel like I've seen you in old streams that I did long ago.
School of squirts tunnels up around. Must have fled here.
Oh god.
Okay. Good.
I didn't mean
Sorry about the deafening stuff before. We're using a new setup in here for the audio.
what's in here?
Huh?
I'm in a saloon.
He says
You're in a saloon.
Was I not supposed to go in here?
Inside's old Ronnie, the bartender. The calamity got him forced drinking here.
Dave Holtzman says you two are wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
It's true, we are wonderful together.
Then kid finds his trusty shield.
Unfortunately, Craig, that's about as loud as it gets for us. I've got a compression going on.
The security takes him for any thief.
Oh, it's all good. Okay, cool. Sweet. So what's everybody been up to? The Steam Deck is amazing.
Yeah.
We are having a blast. Emily and I have basically all of our gaming now is done on Steam Deck, right?
Yep.
Like,
I mean,
you play on your Switch a little bit still.
Yeah.
But that's just because you don't want to
only.
buy the one game you play on.
Yeah.
Again.
I don't play very many games. I was back in Animal Crossing for a while, and then that just got to be a chore.
Start coming out of the woodwork.
Is this just why am I in here? I keep forgetting what buttons I'm supposed to be using.
X is attack.
I know. I got it.
Windbags are playing for keeps.
No, I just died.
That easy.
Craig, we will play It Takes Two at some point. We plan on doing this every Friday night.
Yeah.
Because most of our friends work on Friday nights,
Bastion out the window.
you know?
Yeah.
So we decided we would too.
Is that it? In here? I don't really understand the point of why I was in here. Oh, okay. To go over here.
Pardon me.
He gets a good look at things.
Did the stable update today give you that logical local transfer thing? Yes, it did. I'm trying to figure out how to make that work. So, Prater, the way it works is you have the game downloaded on your Steam Deck. I'm sorry, on your PC, and then you can once you start it downloading on your Steam Deck, it should download from your PC rather than from the internet. You got to hold the button to attack.
I knew that. I'm doing my best.
Yeah. So see in the bottom, you have a bow and arrow on X, and you have a hammer on
Yep.
B. So if you want to use the bow and arrow, you have to hold X.
Okay.
So see that, and now you can let go.
I see. Thank you.
Craig says, I just finished work for 4 days. I take the Steam Deck with me everywhere. My niece and nephew still always steal your Steam Deck. Yeah, I feel that. Although I don't let my niece play with my Steam Deck. I didn't.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
I used to steal your Steam Deck until I got my own.
Yep. Basically, I play like 2 or 3 different games on my Steam Deck, and that's about it.
Wait, oh shit.
So if you pull the right trigger,
Yep.
you block. Did you know that?
That thing.
No, left trigger. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay. With those blue bullets, you can bounce them back at them, like when they're shooting at you.
One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid will feel like a new man.
What am I supposed to do? Just drink one of these? I feel like I always just like to go with the max health because I'm just really bad at combat games. It's like when I play Hades, I always go for the centaur hearts.
Yeah.
Because they give you.
But you can pick the best tools.
Okay, what should I do? I don't really know what I'm doing right now.
Click A. Hit A.
Okay.
You can pick any of those weapons.
Ooh.
For me, I've been playing a lot of Spelunky. It's probably my favorite game. I'm so addicted to it. And then I actually just beat Doom Eternal for the first time. Let's see. I hardly play anything these days. Just started a replay of Bloodstained. Nice. Bloodstained is a pretty good game.
Oh shit.
Is that like the PC version, or isn't Bloodstained like a PS2 game? I could be wrong. I don't know. Do you see a lot of similarities between this and Hades?
Hades, yeah.
Oh yeah. It's uncanny. If you destroy those things that are spawning those guys.
Okay. Oh shoot. Okay. I forgot what buttons to press. I'm sorry. I get stressed out. There we go. There we go. Oh god.
There you go. Tunky, how's it going? Tunky says, "Oh, Bastion is the first game I purchased ever on Steam. Memories." Yeah, this is so. I bought the Humble Indie Bundle like 2, I think. It might have been 2. It might have been 3. No, which Humble Bundle had Bastion in it? Because I got this game from a bundle.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah,
Did you fall
I
off?
fell off. I'm so bad at games.
SpedTech XR says YouTube is on drugs this weekend. What do you mean by that? Bloodstained is on Steam. It's basically the game Koji Igarashi made when Konami wouldn't let him make Castlevania games. Oh, right! I forgot about that. Yeah. Nice. That's a fun game. I don't think I've played that, but I've heard that it's fun. This game always reminds me of Total Biscuit. I think this was his favorite. Total Biscuit, I miss him so much. Total Biscuit, rest in peace.
Sorry. Oh.
He was a video game critic on YouTube,
Okay.
and he was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He was Brit. You would have liked it because you're an Anglophile.
I am. That is true. Quite true. Oh, speaking of which, I hope Rings will show up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so bad at this.
Is it just me, guys, or is there like some weird stuff going on with the animations? I think there's some weird stuff going on with the
God.
animations.
Oh my god, what? Ah! Oh god, and I don't have any. I can't.
YouTube, is it lagging for you guys? I have one message here saying that the stream status is poor. I'm gonna check the settings real fast on OBS.
Okay. It's probably just my performance in this game that's so poor.
No.
He finds the core to the Wharf District. He steals the city's heart. Might as well. Kid has a feeling he's gonna get a gulag. The place is
Oh,
starting
God.
to fall.
Oh god, I fell off the edge again.
Down toward the Bastion.
I'm so sorry,
Now the
Bastion.
kid sees something strange.
What happened?
I just fell off the edge again.
Oh, you gotta unlock the.
Did anybody else survive?
Oh, I'm getting drop frames all over the place.
Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me. We talk for a spell.
I don't feel like talking about him. That's...
Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna restart the
Just
stream.
like that, the Bastion comes alive.
Okay.
That should have fixed it.
Just
Hopefully.
start over.
No, huh?
What? Never mind.
I just I shut the stream off for a second and changed the frame rate because it was running at 60 FPS,
Get on this one,
and and now it's saying the stream health is excellent. So that should fix the problem.
I don't really know what I just
Makes
did.
time to sample spirits from my personal supply.
I'm not getting lag over here, as far as I can tell, anyway. Oh, guys, what was I gonna tell? Was there a story I was gonna tell?
I don't remember. Sorry.
That's all right. So did you guys see that you can now download Steam?
Let you carry on.
The Steam Deck boot movies? You can get them from Steam directly using your reward points on Steam. Prater Zin says, hold on, let me look. Oops, sorry, baby.
You just kicked me, guys.
I healed you, actually.
No one's out there waiting for him. The Skyway.
Oh my god,
Now
this
that you
is
can
annoying
ride
the crap out of me. There we go.
land.
Let's see. Prater Zin says, I think I'm seeing the same thing Gardiner saw, where the game is transferring from the desktop to the deck, but I feel like it would be faster if I
Now
just
he lands
downloaded
at the
it.
intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one?
So Prater Zin, it's weird that it's doing it that way. Do you have like, I think that there's like some compression going on that the Steam client on the desktop that's serving the files is doing. And so it's like limited from like CPU power and stuff like that, which I think is really weird that they would do that. But if you have a really slow connection, like a DSL connection or 3G or something like that, 4G, then it probably is worthwhile for it to be streamed locally or downloaded locally. I mean, Albi2Ga, yeah. So the what I'm talking about is like on the if you go to the Steam reward like the Steam reward store, you can download boot movies. That's what they call them, and it just replaces the little Steam thing that plays when you turn your Steam Deck on or off.
Dude, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Alright, you take this.
Okay.
Whoops. Alright. Guys, I gotta do this for Emily here.
I'm not good at video games.
There we go. See that? I literally just...
Here's the whole place grown.
I just did it.
Tough to
Thank
follow.
you.
It took like 2 bits.
Shut up.
You must have loosened them up for me.
Yeah.
Where the hell am I supposed to go now?
TunkAD says the literally Linux pro gamer.
The what?
Literally Linux pro gamer.
I don't know what that means.
I think they're talking about you.
See this? See what I'm doing? X, or the X button here,
Yep.
A equivalent, dodges.
Okay.
And so what you need to do is like when those guys go like this with the pose, you dodge out of the way and then turn around and hit them with the...
Okay.
You'll see.
He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch. Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next. There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores.
Hello, Bad News Chris. Greetings to you from the United States. Or coming to us from Mexico. What's the point of this? Is it just they're like power-ups?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Craig Still's getting their 2 terabyte drive tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then they get to install Hall Effect controllers at the same time. Bring on 8 a.m.
Dude,
Congrats.
I'm considering putting Hall effect sensors in my Steam Deck because I have noticed that like the snapback is a little weird with the stick. So snapback, if you're not familiar, I'll actually show everybody here. If you go to settings, you can go down to your controller. And you can go to calibration here. So check this out. If I go to joysticks, look at this. Oops. Press triangle. All right, so see this? See how like you see how it's snapping? It's overshooting the middle. Like this is neutral right here. And if I go like this, watch. If I let go.
Oh, it says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming.
Oh my god.
And then someone Craig asked if the stream died. What does that mean?
It means that OBS is being a bitch.
Okay, well, if you can hear us, Albitugo, we're from Maine. Good old Maine, New England. The only state in the U.S. that only borders one state. The only state that their name has only one syllable. We're super cool. I know a lot of Maine fun facts that no one really cares about outside of the state.
How's that? Is that better? I just changed one of the settings in the.
No, sorry, guys. I don't know how to read your username.
Praterzin.
Praterzin. I would have not said that. Says the thing that most impressed me about the Steam Deck was EmuDeck. It was by far the easiest and most comprehensive emulation setup I've ever seen. Would take me days to set all that up by hand. And yeah, Praterzin, Stephen King is easily the most famous Mainer.
Oh yeah.
Easily. I mean, Patrick Dempsey is pretty famous, but I don't think...
I didn't realize Patrick Dempsey was a Mainer.
Yeah, he's like from Portland or Lewiston or something.
Oh. And then Anna Kendrick. Right?
Anna Kendrick, that's true.
But I mean, if you're south of Augusta, you're not really a Mainer.
I grew up in Augusta. I was born south of Augusta. Am I not a Mainer?
No. You're basically Massachusetts or New Hampshire.
Come on.
But if you're north of Bangor, you're basically Canadian. So there's just this narrow band of like what is an authentic Mainer.
And Bangor is where Stephen King lives.
Yeah.
Fun fact. Also, fun fact, it's pronounced Bangor, not Banger, like other people think it is.
Lots of people think it's Banger.
Yeah.
But it ain't.
Very frustrating.
traces of other cores.
Trying to think of other famous Mainers. There's really not that many.
No.
Joshua Chamberlain, Civil War hero.
Mm-hmm.
Breakers used to come here for target practice.
Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Aren't you related to him?
I am. Yeah, he's like my great uncle or something.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. No, he's like my grandmother's great uncle. So that'd be great uncle.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's focused. He's armed.
My grandfather was a barber who cut famous people's hair sometimes. Praterson, that reminds me of people from southeast Kentucky telling people from Louisville they might as well be from Indiana. Oh, sorry, it's Louisville, right?
It's Louisville.
Louisville.
I used to live in Kentucky. Don't get me started on people from Louisville.
I know,
I dated a girl from Louisville, and she was not a Kentuckian, I can tell you that much.
I know. I feel like a hypocrite after making a big deal about Bangor when I said Louisville, like a Yank, like the Yank that I am. Dave Holtzman says, I'm ready to replace my Raspberry Pi with a deck.
Do it. You better do it. It's really good. The Steam Deck is amazing. I mean, that's what we're playing on right now. I got the DualShock 5, or the DualSense, I guess it's called, over here, and playing it with the Steam Deck, but it's pretty great.
Yeah. I'm in Virginia, but we're a couple hours from Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, and Ohio. Yeah.
The windbags used to
I've learned that if you're leaving Maine to go anywhere in New England, like most of your drive is in Maine. I don't know if that's interesting to you.
Yeah, that is true. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. Well, Maine, other fun fact, you're all going to be experts. Maine is shockingly big. It is big enough that you can fit all the other states from New England inside the shape of Maine. I remember telling one of my friends that in Rhode Island, and she was like, I had no idea how big your state is. And it's like, well, we're mostly trees.
Yeah.
Our population density is so low comparatively.
Maine is astronomically big. Like,
Yep.
it's crazy.
Closest state to Africa as well.
Yeah.
That fact shocks a lot of people. Craig asks, do you think Call of Duty will sort out the new COD to work on Linux, as a lot of COD games do now?
It's within it would behoove them business wise, because the Steam Deck is like one of the most popular gaming devices on the market right now.
Breederson asks, or says,
oh my god,
Raspberry Pis are stupid expensive now. It's sad, but you could probably get a deck for the price of about 3 or 4.
yeah.
And then Tunk AD says, do any of the games use DualSense features on Steam?
I know that Valve added adaptive triggers support to Steam Input, but I don't know any games that actually support adaptive triggers right yet.
Creatorson says, I can say the DualSense Edge controller works flawlessly with Steam games, but I had to set some environment variable to make Steam not take over it. By default, it wouldn't work in MU with Steam.
What did he say? Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm having to
Something
concentrate
about
because
the-
these tiles are falling out from underneath my
Dual-
feet when I walk on them.
Okay, I'll wait till you're done concentrating. Do you have numbers on the sales of the Steam Deck? Asks Albertujo.
So we don't have like hard numbers, but Valve said that they've sold over 1 million Steam Decks, which is pretty huge. I think it's closer to 3 million, but they haven't released any numbers on it, so that's just me guessing. I love this game.
It's cute. I like Hades better, but it's probably because I'm more used to it. Oh no!
What?
It says we're not receiving enough video to maintain smooth
Are you
streaming.
kidding? Why is
Again.
this happening?
Do I need to like move?
No, it has nothing to do with you.
Okay.
It's that computer's doing it.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know, guys. If the stream is like janky, let me know.
But calamity changed everything, even when the wind blows. Well, if we master the wind,
So this came out before Hades, right?
Oh yeah, this was the first game from that studio.
Okay. I definitely.
Supergiant.
Yeah, I see. The
Similarity.
the similarity, like what they like, because there's fountains in Hades as well. Graderson says it's so long since I played Bastion, I can't 100% recall how it's supposed to run for comparison.
I'm talking more about like the access, like the stream quality. Like if it's, oh, I died. How did I die? I don't even know.
You lost all your life. That's how.
Oh, really? That's how?
Yeah.
That's how I died?
I think that's how it works in video games. You lost your HP, man.
No, they used to ship live munitions down the path.
Run Key says Steam Deck rules. You've come to the right place if that's your feeling on the Steam Deck.
Yep.
Craig, it was 1 million a few months ago, and they're only expanding sales. I want to see if they have to put up the waiting times for delivery with the sale.
It'll be interesting to see what the Steam survey looks like after the sale is over, because I suspect they're gonna sell a bunch, and if we see a significant uptick in the hardware survey, the problem with the hardware survey is that it's frickin' relative. So it's like as the Steam user base continues to grow, the numbers of the Steam Deck could like drop proportionally. But
So we didn't find the core that time. But that ain't about to stop us.
Tunky D says Bastion was one of the first Linux native games before Proton was a big thing, if I remember correctly.
it was one of the first, yeah. Yep. It's a really good game.
With a good length of Miska, that bow's like you again.
Congrats, Albatuga, on getting your Steam Deck on Monday. It only took them 1 week for it to arrive.
Yeah, that's about usual for nowadays.
Braderson, getting the Steam Deck to retail with kiosks, like you said, would be huge.
It would. I mean, imagine like a grandma going in to buy a Steam Deck for her grandson, or buy a game console for her grandson, and being like, "Oh, this one seems nice," and buying it for him.
Oh, I remember getting a video game for a different console with a certain grandma.
Huh?
When I went to GameStop with your mom so she could buy a game for
Oh.
your niece.
Yeah.
She just asked me she didn't really ask me. She told me she needed to get a game for your niece's Switch for Christmas. And I was like, okay, I have a Switch. I know a game name that could work for her, but she's like, I'm just gonna ask the person working there, like an employee. And then I'm like, okay, but she's probably gonna like Animal Crossing. A lot of kids like it. And then your mom just goes up to the employee and is like, I need a game for a 6-year-old girl, or however old she's 9, right? 9-year-old girl. And he's like, well, I don't know what to give you. And it was one of the most frustrating conversations I've ever witnessed. Because it was like, she just wanted him to tell her what would work. And he was like, I can't do that. And your mom just didn't want to understand.
Dude, my mom...
So I went and found Animal Crossing and said, we'll buy this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
See, my mom is legitimately still in the mindset that, like, video games are Pong. Like, she doesn't... She's like... She thinks of video games as like Tiger Electronic handhelds, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, oh, there's only like 6 games, you know? Like, which of these 6 games is going to work well for a 6-year-old or a 9-year-old girl? And the guy's like, well, no, it's like a multi-billion-dollar industry, and,
right.
and there's hundreds of thousands of options for us to pick from. What do you know? What does she like for video games?
Exactly, that's what he said. He said, what does she like? And your mom just goes, I don't know. And he goes, well, then I can't tell you. And I'm like, do you have Animal Crossing? Like, let's just nip this in the bud.
All you can do is wait. Shipment start falling in.
Bad News Chris says another example of great native Linux ports is Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
Darkest Dungeon, I think, if I remember correctly, it's a card, or it's like a side-scroller battler thing. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't played it, but I've seen it.
So, Craig says, my mom plays VR games, and on her laptop, my dad struggles to work a light switch.
That's hilarious.
That's,
my mom does not know how to use our light switches.
Yeah, that's right. Well, to be fair, it is weird that our bathroom light switch is outside of the bathroom.
No, I'm talking, she doesn't know that pushing up
Oh,
on the
yeah.
light switch means turning it on.
I forgot about that. Oh, I love your mom with all of my heart. My dad was big on, like, Atari games, and like, he's, like, really good at Mrs. Pac-Man.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my God, yeah. And you know what else he always really liked playing? It's not really a video game, but he was really good at Bop It.
He's good at Bop It?
Oh, my God, my dad's a king at Bop It.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Steve got the special skills.
I know. Bop It. Mini golf, he's really good at bowling. You know, all the important dad things.
Yeah.
And my mom, I've had to teach her how to copy and paste 3 different times.
Yeah.
So.
I taught my dad how to copy and paste.
Yeah. I always remember my dad playing, like, Hearts or something online. Like, he was always playing card games on the internet.
Really?
When I was a kid, yeah.
The only game my dad ever played was Command and Conquer. And it was legitimately like, he would only play against the PC on easy difficulty because it made him feel like a strategic genius. My dad is a complete dingus. Oh my god.
Albatuga said, I got my parents to use a computer on Linux distro, and now they are better than me in some cases.
That's awesome. What the frick is going on?
TunkAD a while ago said, I lost my Spelunky 1 save when reformatting my hard drive. I thought it has cloud save. What a shock when I loaded it up on the deck. Oh no, it says another error.
It ain't all bad.
Yeah. I think it's like being stupid.
It's not us, it's OBS. Prater's in one bit. I can read, I promise. One bugbear I have is that if I dock my Steam Deck with my 1440p monitor in game mode, I get a black screen. In desktop mode, it works fine. Game mode on TV works fine too.
Put your Steam Deck. If you go into the settings, here I'll show you. If you go into the settings, and you go to System, you can enable developer mode. And then, is it in here? Oh, you can turn on external display safe mode, and that might help you with your 1440p display. I know I didn't have any trouble with my 1440p display, but if you turn on screen safe mode, it should let you like connect your TV or your monitor to it.
Craig, my dad saw my 7-year-old niece play Euro Truck Sim 2 for the first time, and he couldn't understand how it can look so real. Yeah, video games have come a long way.
Yeah.
Tunk80 says, my dad played Turok on N64 when I was in school. He said only school shooters would play violent games like that. Oh my god. Yikes.
Yeah.
Dude, that argument, I mean, I'm not going to go into it too much, but I just think the argument that video games cause violence is stupid. We talked about that in one of my college classes, and it was like, oh god.
I don't think they cause violence, but...
They can inspire it.
Well,
but I don't think it should be fully to blame.
No, nothing. I mean, no. The thing is, I think we've normalized violence as a culture, and that's more to do with. I think both things, like video game shooters and real life shootings, are a symptom of the normalization of violence.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah. Palin 19. Wow, Steam Deck is on sale. Cheapest Steam Deck is $359.10 with Steam Spring Sale.
Yep.
That's right. I didn't try to do the math because I don't do math, but you did the math last night when you told me it was 10% off, and I think that was about what you said. So that wasn't an interesting story.
Alright, I just changed weapons.
Very nice.
So I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get the
machete.
Windbag Ranch was built for gathering squirt extract and copious supply. Ain't nothing more healthful.
Wouldn't it be cool if Danny Trejo showed up? Oh, there's stuff like this in Hades too, where you have to beat everyone really quickly. Albatuga says, I think that situation only truly applies in America. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't see more violence now here than in the 80s when I grew up.
Dude, no, that's not true. Per capita, there are just as many violent attacks in Western countries as there are in the United States.
But I mean, we're talking about
violence. Yes, but like that's an arbitrary distinction. Like there's knife attacks and all kinds of other things that arguably knife attacks are more psychopathic in my opinion. Like they're less effective, but like in terms of like unleashing carnage, but you have to be like right up against someone, looking them in the eyes to attack them with a knife, in my opinion. So it's like I think it's more terrifying. Personally, I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking.
It's probably for the best. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All I'm saying is, like, per capita, you're just as likely to be attacked, or very similarly likely to be attacked in public in many Western countries than as you are in the United States. It's just the manner of which you're attacked is different.
The weapon of choice.
Yeah. Are these numbers increasing?
Well, they have those things, right? And there was one at the bottom, too. Albatuka says, I understand what you're saying, Gardiner. I was talking about normalization of violence. To me, that has to do with the way we, like, rate our movies. Like, where it's like, oh, you know, we can show all this violence, but, oh, there's one titty. We're gonna put a mature rating on that shit. Like, we have, our puritanical shit where it's like, violence is cool, but sex, nah. And that's probably part of the problem with normalizing violence. Tunk AD, I want to apologize. My intention was not to make violence a topic in the stream. It's okay. I feel like I kind of started the topic after reading your thing. Don't worry about it. We Wicked Gaming, I doubt they make much of any money from the sales of the deck. Bringing people to the storefront is the way to get the dollars.
Yes.
Dave, thanks for inviting us to enjoy your game night. ... You're welcome. I don't know if that was sarcastic. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm just thinking about all of my, like, family Christmases where, like, I remember one year where we were talking about tasers all night long for some reason, like... My uncle is a corrections officer, and he and I will talk a lot about some of his, residents. Craig, still, is there any features that you think are missing from the Steam Deck?
Third-party, plugins. I think Valve needs to add, like, an official way for applications to plug into to game mode. For example, if you download Spotify from Steam, you should be able to, like, launch it and play it using the quick access menu. Similarly, I think just having the built-in music player work on Steam, which it doesn't right now.
Aww. Dave Holtzman said, I love it. You both make me smile. None sarcastic. Thank you, Dave. I try.
What do we do? How do we make them smile?
Because of our charming personalities.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was the one who said, thanks for inviting us to enjoy your game night. Prater's in. Then they can add a voice assistant so you can hear GLaDOS call you a wanker. Because someone at Albatuga said, changing the bleeming language from us English to UK English. US English, sorry. Whatever. Chico River, how is to live in Canada? I don't know, I've never lived in Canada.
Yeah, we don't live in Canada.
I spent a weekend in Canada on a school trip once. In Quebec City.
We live in Maine,
which might as well be Canada.
Yeah. It's Canada without free healthcare, basically.
I always thought that Maine was like the love child of Massachusetts and Canada.
Don't say that.
Why?
Because Massachusetts is the Florida of New England.
Stop, I love Massachusetts. Tunk AD says official plugins
Please.
would be dope. Sorry, I just had like a hiccup
Yeah.
in my throat.
I think they don't necessarily need to even be plugins. They just need to, like, there needs to be, like, you know, a media control thing in the quick access menu.
Folks like him,
Quick access menu needs to be a little more functional. Like right now it's good for a lot of stuff, but like you should be able to have Spotify running in the background, and there's like a minimize to tray function where the app can live in the quick access menu. Because right now a lot of people I know are talking about wanting Spotify being able to play in the background.
Zolf offers to help me plot the skyways for the kid.
But even if you were able to like run Plex or something, which you can do, I mean, but being able to run it and control it from the quick access menu without having to switch between tasks.
He's real worried about his personal.
We went gaming like dear Florida of New England comment.
Yeah. Yeah. And New Jersey is the Florida of America.
Stop. One of my best friends is from New Jersey.
Yeah.
But she says she's from northern New Jersey, and she says that southern New Jersey doesn't count. Because they make everyone look bad.
Yes, they do. I won't apologize for my beliefs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Blitzkrieg, I just picked up Bastion along with my Steam Deck order yesterday. Super pumped. Enjoy!
Yeah, I hope you enjoy it because the Steam Deck is freaking incredible.
Yeah. I do like it, I just it was hard for me with the controls. Because it was hard for me to remember, because those are PlayStation controls. Prater's in, now I'm thinking about the Robot Chicken sketch where God made the Care Bears homeland New Jersey as a punishment for them committing genocide on the Care Bear cousins. I have not seen that, but that's awesome. Albatuga, just a question for Americans. Can a state implement state health care like we have in the UK or Canada?
It's possible. As far as I know. I don't think, huh?
Wouldn't it be nice?
It'd be nice if Maine did it.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, it's like, you know, there's the fascist opposition.
Oh God.
Why
do we keep getting political?
Who are trying to basically turn the states that they control into the third world countries. So if they can do that, why can't we go hardcore Western?
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Dave Holtzman says, I wonder if I can run the Steam Deck in low power mode for long periods of time on battery.
You absolutely can. The Steam Deck, if you run it on low power mode, it's like, if you reduce your core usage and stuff, you can park cores and whatever else. Huh?
Nothing.
No, park cores. If you park cores, then you can run it for longer than you can run a Switch. You get like 10 hours of battery life with parked cores and running low power games.
Craig Still says Jedi Fallen Order is like $5 on Steam.
Nice.
Love a good Steam sale.
Did you ever... You used Steam before we met, right?
Yeah, I had it for years before we met. And it was, in fact, one of my friends from my summer camp I worked with told me that, because I said something about, I want to play video games, but, I feel like they're too expensive, and someone was like, no, go on Steam, they have sales all the time. And then I bought a bunch of games that I've never played and probably never will finish, or, started and never finished. I bought a bunch of Assassin's Creed games, and then I, just couldn't figure out how to play the first one. And then for some reason I thought, the Five Nights at Freddy's was, gonna be way different than it was, and I'd bought, a pack of all those games. tried playing the first one and I was like, this is not as fun as I thought it was gonna be. And then I'm glad I didn't get into it because I knew a bunch of kids who were really into it and it got real cringe. But anyway. What else did I play? I really didn't play on it very much until I got into Dragon Age. And then I was real into it. But I had Sims on Origin and I used to play that all the time. Hello, Kelvin. We're doing well. How are you?
Is that Kevlin?
Kelvin Shadewing.
Yeah. What's up?
Chico River, do you know if Valve is going to make SteamOS for PC? Thinking to ditch Windows if that happens.
What does that mean? SteamOS for PC.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes, it's coming to Steam. Or there is going to be a Steam OS ISO that you will be able to download. They just haven't released it yet.
Yeah. Kelvin's not bad here, just doing code in pixels. So that sounds like fun.
At some point, we should play our game on stream.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's not really my game; it's your game.
Yeah.
Your company's game.
I don't think anybody knows that we're making a game.
And it's a different. You brought it up on a different stream once, but it's a different game. Albatuka, have you guys watched The Last of Us yet? We have not. Neither of us played the game. Right?
At the risk of alienating people, boring!
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. I personally, I'm not into, like, mindless zombie-like creatures. I know they're not, like, zombies. It's like a fungus thing.
Look.
It's just not. I mean, I love Pedro Pascal.
Me too.
And I love Bella Ramsey. But I have no personal interest in watching it. But I've heard it's very good.
Look, if you want to watch something on HBO, watch Doom Patrol.
Yes, Doom Patrol is incredible.
I'm sorry, but I absolutely loathe post-apocalyptic stories. I'm sorry, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I hate them, so I'm sorry. I'm not going to watch it. I apologize. Emily's over here, like, cringing.
I would only really watch it because I love Pedro Pascal so much. And Bella Ramsey was incredible in Game of Thrones back when it was good.
Oh, now who's alienating people?
I mean, that's not going to alienate very many people. I think Kelvin's asking about your video game. What's it about?
It's called Doodlings Arcade Sports Ball, and it's a game about sports balls.
It's kind of like volleyball-ish.
It's more like foosball, and there's game modes that are like soccer, and there's game modes that are like soccer and volleyball.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
I'm hungry.
Dave Holtzman, Gardiner doesn't like horror. I like horror, but like I'm really specific about
I'm sorry,
it.
horror?
Horror.
Yeah, I don't like horror games. I don't like horror in general. And I don't like post-apocalyptic stories.
Yeah, I don't really either.
At all. Sorry. Like, why fantasize about, like, the end of society when you can go to buy a cheeseburger at the store? Like, why would you fantasize about that?
Okay. TunKD asks, if you ever played Towerfall? It's one of their favorite games of all time.
Towerfall is one of the greatest games ever made. I love Towerfall.
Yeah. Albatuga says, it's okay. I'm a Fallout fan. Also waiting for that series to come out too.
Which series?
Fallout.
Doom Patrol?
Fallout.
What? It's already out. What are you
series?
waiting for? Is there a Fallout TV series coming?
I think so. I feel like I'd be interested in playing Fallout. Is it Fallout or Bioshock? I heard Bioshock's incredible.
Bioshock is incredible. The thing about Bioshock is that, like, some people think that Bioshock is like a post-apocalyptic thing, but it's not. It's like the thing is with Bioshock, society still exists, but in Bioshock you're exploring a failed libertarian utopia. It failed. It collapsed in on itself, and it's like exploring like that is interesting, but like exploring like a world that just is gone, like died in an apocalyptic whatever isn't like no thanks.
Praterson says Bioshock 2 is greater. Bioshock 2 is greater than Bioshock.
I haven't played Bioshock 2. I can't say that it is better, but or if it's worse, I don't know. But I can say that them's fighting words.
Okay.
Because Bioshock is pretty much a perfect game. Like there are a few like issues with it, but like it is amazing.
Kelvin said, my favorite games are Metroidvanias. I want to make one as soon as I'm done with STA.
What is STA?
I don't know.
Is that your current game that you're working on?
Very cool. Tunkady, respect just elevated to new heights because you said Towerfall is one of the greatest games.
See, my kind of game, honestly, my kinds of games are like arcade, local multiplayer fun. Like I don't really care about anything else. Like this is pretty fun. I like single player games more than pretty much anything else.
But you also hate cutscenes.
Yes, cutscenes are boring as balls, and I don't
love
care.
them.
Dude, if I wanted to watch a movie, I'd watch a movie. Oops, I just fell.
That's what you get. Kelvin says it's Super Tux Advance.
Is that a new Super Tux that you're working on?
Dave says Marble Madness and Breakout are my favorite childhood games. I'm 47. I love...
Dude, Marble Madness is awesome.
I've never played that, but I love Breakout. We had one of those, like, Atari things that you could hook up to your TV.
Yeah.
And my mom was, like, really excited to play Breakout again, and it got me really into it.
Breakout is fun.
It's very fun.
There's a bunch of, like, really great Breakout clones, too.
Mm-hmm. That was, I think, my mom bought me an iPad when I was in high school, and I think that was, like, the main game I played on there for a really long time.
Fun fact, the original Breakout was programmed by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, the creators of Apple.
That is fascinating. Anthony Booker, I read that with a Maine accent, says, Ori and Hollow Knight, the greatest Metroidvanias of all time, agreed?
I have not played Ori, mostly because it wasn't available for the platforms I was playing at the time. I do not like this shotgun at all.
Yeah, you know what? There's like a gun thing in Hades, and I hate it. I refuse to use it. I always kind of wanted to play Castlevania. I watched the show. My brother showed me the show. It was pretty good.
Oh my god.
Anthony says, you must play the Ori games. Really great.
I probably would like Ori. What the frick happened? I had full health!
Yes, Kelvin. Gardiner probably wouldn't watch it with me.
What is it?
Castlevania.
Is it anime?
I think I don't know, because I described it as
Western
anime, and my brother was like, it's not really anime or whatever. But yeah,
it's Western anime?
Yeah. But it's really good though. And Jason Isaacs is in it, and I love him.
Jason Isaacs is great. Very
briefly in it, but he's got the voice of the gods, and I love him. Albatuga, is there anyone here a Warhammer 40k?
Nope. Not me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Praterson. I don't have the right vocab. They said Castlevania is mature Western animation.
Yeah.
And what they saw of it was pretty good. Praterson, I started Hollow Knight. but I put it down to play Bloodstained again. I wasn't crazy about the bug theme and the lack of color, but
Yeah.
I'll get back to it at some point.
Yeah, I haven't played Ori. I've played Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's pretty good, but honestly, I prefer. What's the Metroidvania I just played like last year? Oh, Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread was freaking awesome.
I just spilled water out on accident.
And then playing like Metroid Prime. That's not really a Metroidvania, really. What was the other Metroid that I played? Axiom Verge. That's awesome. Here, I gotta run to the bathroom real fast.
Okay. Oh god, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
So X or square is to attack with one weapon and circle is the other.
Okay.
And X is.
Okay. Alright, wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Thanks. Bye, Albatuga. Have a great night. Thanks for joining us. And you too have a good weekend. Alright, I'm just gonna go do something. See, if it were up to me to pick a game, I would have picked something on my Switch, which I know is sacrilegious in this community.
Soul's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this.
Cool. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. I don't really know where to go. Is anyone watching anything good on TV? Gardiner and I have started watching Modern Family, which I had seen the first couple seasons before and just kind of fell away from it, not on purpose, but he had never watched it before and he's really enjoying it.
Kid says a little prayer anyway.
Alright, bye, Tunky D. Have a great night in Germany. Thank you for joining us. Good luck with your script. Wait.
Folks used to make pilgrimage.
Where am I supposed to go? Yeah, I've heard Wednesday is awesome, and I have been meaning to watch it. I just haven't really thought to watch it. But and I also heard that 90s show is good. We were considering starting it, but we just haven't yet. I used to love watching reruns of that 70s show, and then of course, in true Emily fashion, like my favorite character, the actor, ended up being a terrible person. That's happened many times to me in the past. Yes, I liked Hyde a lot, and Danny Masterson's a piece of shit.
It makes a decent scarecrow at least.
Oh god. What? Oh god. Oh god. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god. Oh god.
Easy punch through his eye.
Did I just die? Of course I did. I wasn't even really paying attention. Yeah, Peterson, I never got like into the story. I would just watch like random episodes that would come on, but I did like it.
So what'll it be? Invoke the gods.
Oh
Go
god.
tell them off.
What? What am I supposed to do? GTH, yeah. I enjoy the Steam Deck as well, and I don't know if anyone knows this, but Gardiner's a big fan. I know that's really shocking. Oh God, what?
If the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore.
Nice, Dave. My dad was real into the Twilight Zone. I've never really watched it, but I've been on the Tower of Terror ride like too many times, and I hate it because I hate like free fall rides. But everything about that ride, except for the ride itself, is pretty cool. So I think I would like the Twilight Zone. My mom always said she liked the episode where I don't really remember what exactly happened, but it was something about like someone's house was like full of water and everyone just had to swim around, and my mom was like a big swimmer, so she always thought that would be like fun. Hello.
Hello.
I've only died once since you've been gone.
Let's not die again.
Did you ever watch The Twilight Zone?
Oh, did you start a new level?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was I not supposed to?
Well, I didn't tell you not to, but I kind of wanted to do something else.
Oh, I'm
Hold on.
sorry.
Let's go back to the Bastion.
I didn't know.
It's okay, BB.
Dave Holtzman, Perchance to Dream. Wow, is that the title of the episode?
What?
We're talking about the Twilight Zone.
I thought that's something that
Seems the only thing the calamity
Perchance to
saved
Dream.
itself was the smoke
It's
and
an
light.
episode of Batman the Animated Series.
that's something that Beard says to Ted.
I know, but it's also a name of the ninth episode of season 1 of the Twilight Zone.
Past. Only good thing ever come out of the past is history.
Yeah, interestingly enough, today in the car, the song "Twilight Zone" by the Golden Earring came on. What a coinky dink!
Step into the Twilight Zone.
Definitely not the right song.
What was the one I was singing with it? Or
Oh, what was it?
Pinball Wizard.
Yeah, Pinball. Yeah, Gardiner has the idea to make a mashup of that song in Pinball Wizard, and actually it would probably work.
The past catches up with a kid. Hardly
Isn't there an episode of The Twilight Zone with William Shatner, and he's on a plane and he sees like a gorilla on the wing or something? No one believes him.
yeah, something like that.
Praderson says you were singing Danger Zone.
I know what I was singing.
He definitely did that on purpose. Gardiner's a troll. Or I've heard that if you troll in real life, it's called sea lioning.
Sea lioning?
I've heard that before.
That sounds like a sea lioning right there. Oh my god, that freaking fatso knocked me off the edge.
I'm gonna take you right into the Twilight Zone.
Yeah. See, you know.
I know what's up. Have you ever seen Top Gun?
Have I?
Yeah.
No.
Me either.
I have like literally zero interest in seeing anything with Tom Cruise in it.
Fair.
He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of him.
Did you know that
White hair like
Christian Bale, when he was in American Psycho, he took inspiration from Tom Cruise to play a freaking serial killer?
That does not surprise me. I have seen American Psycho, even though it has Christian Bale in it.
Yeah. I know, I'm not a huge fan of him either.
I think Christian Bale's a huge douche.
Oh my god.
What?
Anthony Booker says, I always loved the music in Bastion, but I couldn't stay interested enough to finish the game. Watching in slow motion as you turn to me and say,
Having his mama's hair to the kid no favors while he was
take
growing
my
up.
breath
But he
away.
learned to hold his own out there.
Anthony also says, I enjoyed Transistor a bit more than Bastion.
Transistor, I think, is a better game.
Yeah. What's it about?
It's kind of a sci-fi thing.
So I probably wouldn't like it.
School ain't working out, so the kids.
You think you don't like sci-fi?
I don't really. I really don't.
Some money.
I don't know what is going on. This is not something I ever did before.
Do you remember on our first date when I told you I didn't really like sci-fi and you threatened to walk away?
I don't remember that.
You were joking, but you were like, alright, I'm out of here, and pretended to get up. That's when I knew I liked you. Just kidding, I already knew I liked you before that.
Kept saying how they're safe.
You just
Yeah, we
followed.
talked for like 6 months before you ever went on a date with me.
Wait, no. We talked for like a night, and then the next day you were like, I want to go on a date with you. Does tonight work? And I was like, sure.
Yeah, but then it was like 2 years before we went on another date.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't have the smoothest start. Thanks to my anxiety.
Once a kid, time.
Dave Holtzman, I was working in Buffy the Vampire Slayer series in the 90s. You were a vampire? Dude, I've definitely seen you before then, because I love Buffy. I'm Googling you if that's okay.
Wait, what?
On my phone.
What?
David Holtzman was on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
No way. That's rad. I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I used to be a huge Joss Whedon fan when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I love that show.
I haven't watched it in years. I watched the
Yeah.
full series in like 2009 probably.
That's around the same time I watched it.
Nice.
I collected it on DVD, and I binged it all super quickly. And guess who I had a huge crush on?
Spike.
Giles.
I should have guessed that.
I did like Spike though. I loved him.
I should have guessed that you
Yeah.
liked Giles.
Yeah, of course. What
Wait,
was
didn't
that?
you ask me that once and I did say
Yeah,
Giles?
you were.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you were gonna say Spike, and then you were like, "No, it's Giles," and I was like, "Yeah." Prater's in watched it around the same time as us as well. James Marsters is the best. Yeah, he seems like super cool. I've seen like an interview with him, and he just seemed like a super nice dude. Ooh, he does the audiobook narration for the Dresden Files and does a fantastic job too. Nice. Yeah, I really like Sarah Michelle Gellar. I think she's cool. And I also love, what's his name? Freddie Prinze Jr. And I think they're an awesome celebrity couple. And there's not very many that I can say that about. Gardiner's like, I don't care about celebrities at all.
I find celebrities contemptible.
I also really like Allison Hannigan. I love Willow.
Allison Hannigan, dude. Allison Hannigan does not seem like an actor to me.
No.
Like she seems like she was
She
like
plays
into.
herself.
Well, no, it seemed like she seemed like everything I've seen Allison Hannigan in. She seemed like she was like a theater geek in high school who like had an opportunity to audition and then got a part on a fluke. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she's like a bad actor, but I'm just saying like she's not like
She doesn't
many
give you
other actors.
movie star vibes.
No, I mean, like she's not like a method
She's-
actor or
yeah.
whatever you want to call it. Oh my god, I keep falling through holes here.
Anthony asks, do you two enjoy the same kinds of games, or do you have different tastes and genres? I mean, not just games. We have very different tastes and genres of everything. Like, we've said before that, like, our tastes and interests are, like, on a Venn diagram. Like, the middle part would be very, very slim.
Yeah, I think the only like overlap we have are things like Harry Potter
And Ted Lasso.
Yeah. But in terms of like more fantastical stuff, she's more into like fantasy. I'm more into sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Star Trek fan.
Yeah.
Like I eat, sleep, and breathe Star Trek, and she doesn't really give a shit about Star Trek.
I mean, I feel like I could get into Star Trek if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
I'd have a way better chance of getting into it than Star Wars. Interestingly enough, my birthday is May 4th, but I don't really care about Star Wars. What else? But, like, games, like, I really don't play that many. And, like, the ones that I do get really into are, like, Dragon Age, which is the exact opposite of anything Gardiner would want to play. But also Stardew Valley. You got me into Stardew Valley. And
Yeah.
that was
I think that our interest in games has more overlap than the shows and other media we're interested in.
Yeah. Like, I've tried to show him some of my favorite shows, and, like, some of them he just, like, complains about so often that I'm like, why did I even bother?
Well,
but then there's some that you really
fair,
like, so it's hard.
To be fair, that's just who I am.
I know. What was it? It was Vice Principals, and it was something else that you just criticized the whole time. What was it?
One night,
I feel like it was something recently. Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't a TV show. It's I really enjoy the band Rammstein, and he will not give me any chance.
No.
I don't care. I think Rammstein is fun, and I think that they are, like, their music is like a great background noise for, like, when you're working out. I will not apologize. Dave Holtzman, I did 5mm with Nicolas Cage and Stigmata with Patricia Arquette, and then I was mostly done. I've not seen either of those, but that is awesome. I used to think I wanted to get into acting, and then didn't. But I enjoy acting when I'm given the opportunity to.
You're a good actor.
Thank you. Anthony Booker, would you buy Steam Deck 2 if it came out next year, perhaps with OLED screen?
No. I'd buy it for, well, look, I'd buy it for my channel, but the problem is, I don't want there to be a Steam Deck 2 next year. I want Valve to wait until 2025 or 2026 for there to be a Steam Deck 2. Because it doesn't make sense to have a Steam Deck 2 this early. Like, literally the Steam Deck right now is amazing, and it does not need a hardware upgrade. What we need is developers to actually support it. And if Valve sets the precedent that they're just going to roll out new hardware every, 12, 14, 18 months, then developers aren't going to support it. So I'm not gonna do that. Screw that.
Prater Zin says, if a Steam Deck 2 came out, I would buy it and give the original one to my brother to try and get him into it.
I'm more likely to buy another Steam Deck in the next couple months. I've already bought 3.
Dave says, Hollywood is an hour-and-a-half-minute drive, so I was happy to work in Hollywood for a while. That's awesome, Dave. I'm really glad you got to do that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. My uncle has been in a couple movies.
Oh yeah.
And he was in a movie with Shia LaBeouf back in like the early 2000s called Battle of Shaker Heights. And that movie, if anyone's heard of the show Project Greenlight, but that movie won that show, or that script, or whatever. I don't really know how the show worked, but yeah. And to bring it back to Stephen King, my other uncle's truck was in the movie Thinner, parked on the street. And there's a movie called Peyton Place, and my great-grandmother and my great-aunt were in it, in a scene, and with my great-aunt, like, holding her little baby, like, while they're at, like, a church sermon outside or something.
Oops.
And the director was like, we need to focus on the sleeping baby, so that's, like, one of my claims to fame.
Wait, you were a sleeping baby in a movie?
No, I was not. I was, like, definitely not even born. That movie came out in the 60s. Thank you very much.
Well, I was not listening fully, as you can tell.
Dave says, oh, cool about your uncle, yeah.
My grandparents had a shop, like a cast iron wood stove restoration business, like antique wood stoves. And they used to restore movies. They used to rent out their wood stoves to movies.
That's so awesome.
So, like, if you've seen, like, Amistad, if you've seen...
Was it Lincoln?
Lincoln was one of them. Oh my god, I keep falling off the fucking edge, dude.
On the edge.
Amistad, Lincoln, a couple other movies. They like rented out their stuff to the movies.
Awesome.
Steven Spielberg was a fan of their work.
Aw, that's awesome. Peter Jansen.
What's up, Peter?
Good to see you. Anthony says, whatever became of Valve meeting with developers earlier this year to talk about the success of the Steam Deck? Did any big devs express their desire to directly support it?
I haven't heard anything.
It's a big old shrug from us. Sorry, Anthony. Not to one up any actors, but I played Dog Number 4 in a little musical production we did in first grade called The Unity Tree. It was about cats and dogs overcoming their differences.
Whoa.
I was essentially a racist dog. And our communities, we were separated by the Unity Tree,
But then,
brought together by a kitten and a puppy from either side. I just remember there was a song about, I don't know, there was a song we had to do like sign language, and I remember having to do this. I don't remember what that means.
Isn't that like one of the signs that they do in Napoleon Dynamite when they're doing the sign?
Some say love, it is a razor.
Oh my god, I keep falling.
Your soul to bleed. Some say love.
Oh, I'm dead.
Anthony, is there a game you really like that you think would make for a great movie or TV series? I think Hades would be pretty cool as a show. Just saying. But I don't know, that's probably not the right gamer thing to I mean, I think they made like a Netflix show about Dragon Age, but like it's like its own story, it's not based on the game. But I think Dragon Age Origins would be cool to see.
The trappers.
What about you?
I would like to see a live-action Bioshock, or a good Halo.
If the city's
They were gonna do a movie with Gore Verbinski for Bioshock, weren't they?
Yeah.
And then that just didn't end up happening.
That would be awesome if Gore Verbinski did Bioshock.
Yeah.
I really like those two games, Bioshock and what was the other one I just said? Halo.
Yeah.
If they made an actual like true to lore Halo show or movie, that would be awesome. But as it stands, the Paramount one, like that they had on Paramount Plus, that came out, was a freaking disaster. Did you hear about it?
I didn't. I heard it was bad. I didn't hear anything else.
The
about
guy who, like the showrunner, had never played Halo before, didn't know anything about the lore, and didn't like respect any of the lore. So, to that.
Peter, we are playing Bastion.
Yes, sir. Oh no! The game has.
What?
Wow, I've never seen this before.
Oh no!
Guys, screenshot this and send it to them.
Support at
Supergiant exit. We're gonna try that again here. Wow, how long have we been streaming for? An hour 35. That's pretty good.
Nice.
We're gonna keep playing.
You know, we haven't done this in like way too long.
I know. I love playing games with you.
Thank you. I love playing games with you. Peter said, I thought about Bioshock 2, but I don't know if you can go as deep and wide as it with Deus Ex.
I'd love to see a Command and Conquer movie. Guys, a Tiberian universe Command and Conquer movie. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh my
Age
god.
of Empires 2. Just kidding.
Age of Empires is a good game.
I love that game. Anthony's asking if this is a verified game on the deck. I don't think it was it? It had that yellow exclamation point when I was downloading it, right?
I can tell you in a second. It is not. It's playable.
Okay. Now I have the rose stuck in my head because you're talking about the Happy Hands Club.
Dude, Napoleon Dynamite is a genius movie.
It is pretty great.
It's so good.
I know. I like went full circle on it where like I loved it when I was 9. And then like I watched it as a high schooler and I was like, how did I find this funny? And then I watched it again with you and I was like, I love this movie.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of
places a dead end in more ways than one.
that movie.
Folks used to make pilgrimage here. Pay respects to
I'm
dead.
getting hungry.
Speaking of that,
The orchard core.
I don't know if anyone watches The White Lotus, but Uncle Rico was in it, and I was not expecting to see him in a sex scene ever.
The gods are the churches, but yet ain't no god.
Napoleon, if you don't like it, you can leave. Peter said.
What do you want to bet I can throw this steak over the mountains?
It stood for something once.
Peter asks or says a game based on StarCraft
In time,
would work great too. You're not a fan of StarCraft. I've never heard of it. I'm sorry, I can't weigh in.
he couldn't even save his loyal subjects.
I'm sorry. I find Blizzard's aesthetic to be disgusting. Look up Blizzard. You know what World of Warcraft looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not like how their games look.
What is it?
World of Warcraft,
I don't know what it looks like, but what did you want me to look up?
StarCraft.
Ain't easy punching through his hide.
Oops.
It breaks him to bits.
Okay.
Must have been guarding that shrine.
I just don't like that chunky, fat boy, big old man aesthetic.
Hello, Springles. Welcome. Thanks for coming. I like your username. But I want to read it in like a German accent, like Springles.
Springles.
Peter, of course, Assassin's Creed would be awesome source material for a movie or a series, but that has already been done poorly, as I understand. Yeah, I heard that did not go well. Anthony Booker. As a sci-fi game fan, are you excited about Starfall? If not, are there any sci-fi releases you are hyped about coming out this year?
To be honest, I have not been following like game releases recently.
Yeah.
Starfall, like I had heard about it, but I don't know much about it.
Thanks, MMA Pounding Questions. I hope you enjoy your weekend as well. Sorry, continue.
I don't know enough about Starfall to be excited about it.
Yeah. I've never heard of it before. Lagluster 2 says GOW, Gardiner of War, would be a good movie too.
I would like to see either a God of War or a Gears of War movie. Although
yeah.
the Gears of War aesthetic, like the Unreal Tournament aesthetic, the Warhammer, the StarCraft, they're all kind of the same like chunky boy, like RoboCop bullshit. So I don't know, but chunky boy RoboCop, that's what they are. Like look up Gears of War.
Okay. Dave, Puff the Magic Dragon is a good song. My mother is a big Peter, Paul, and Mary fan, and I thought for a minute, oh yeah, that is chunky boy stuff, isn't it?
It's like look at them.
Yeah.
Like they're just meat
thighs.
chunky. Like what was that? Oh, dude, when I was a kid, look up something else.
Oh my god.
What was it? Like they were action figures, and they were like police and firefighter action figures. Look up police action figure firefighters from the 90s. I don't remember what they're called.
Puff the Magic Dragon lives by the sea. Do 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 do.
We're so bent on finding the core that our ignorance kids. Lucky for him, certain famous
These
Yeah, what are they called?
Mattel Fisher Price Rescue.
Rescue Heroes.
Rescue Heroes.
Dude, that's what I'm gonna call them from now on. Like the Rescue Heroes aesthetic, because it's just ugly. Like it's like mutant mutant freak robo chunky boy like ultra machismo crap.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like that.
Anthony Booker. LOL. Okay, I've been meaning to ask this question for a while. Do you intentionally say like that smash button in your videos instead of smash that like button?
Yes.
Didn't it start out as like you accidentally said
No.
it? No.
No.
You're just being.
No, I'll tell you. I'll tell you where it came from. If you go on, there's a Heavy Element YouTube channel, and it like we did it back in like 2017 and stuff, and so my best friend Carl used to say it. Like he did it on purpose too. He was like that smash button, smash that like button, and I thought it was funny, and I started doing it. And legitimately, guys, the reason that I do it is for clicks, like for comments, because people engage with it and they're like, I think you mean smash that like button. And it's like, yes, I do. So you guys will comment. Like, I want people to comment, because if people comment in the video, then it gets more engagement and it goes up in the algorithm. That's literally why I do it, guys. Not kidding at all. And that might seem like stupid or whatever, but it works, and I won't apologize for it. I do it on purpose, and I think it's funny.
Picked a good spot for a break. It's the cooler right there.
Bobby Digital 18 says, I always knew you did that purposefully. I'd be on that smash button, trust.
Nice. I appreciate you being on it.
Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. The peckers. They've been watching us every move.
Anthony Booker, where are you from? Which part of the U.S., just out of curiosity? We're from Maine.
Maine.
Maine, USA. Most northeastern state in the country.
I think you're forgetting the best part about Maine. It's the best part. It's the best state in the country.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, bar none.
207.
Just yet. He finds a weekly nephew. Turns out she's got a special surprise.
Yeah, Jack Flair, basically Canada. Yep. Pretty much.
She's gonna need a little help with the
Oh, Canada.
think they're jingle the roofs now.
And Anthony Booker said, wow, way up there. Yeah. Where are you from, if that's okay to ask? Or
See,
whereabouts?
The thing is, Maine is, like, beautiful. It's sparsely populated.
Intense weather.
Way less expensive than most parts of the country. It's full of my best friends. So why would I want to be anywhere else? You know?
Mhm. Yeah, the only, like, I could totally understand the snowbird thing, like, that my grandfather does, where you, like, live in Maine, but in the winter you go to, like, Florida or something, because I'm not a fan of the cold and winter and snow in general, but it's also, like, what I've lived with my whole entire life, so,
Yeah, I don't understand it, the snowbird thing, because, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't love the cold, but Florida sucks.
well, I mean, that's
Florida
not
is the
only-
Florida of the United States.
Yeah. Dave says, I followed you back in your Linux gamer years. I remember Brian Lunduke and you teaming up for a day or two.
Yeah.
Yep. Old fan. Anthony Booker says, I'm originally from Houston, Texas, but I have been living in Sorry, I can't really do an accent. But I've been living in Hong Kong for the last 15
Whoa.
plus years. That's awesome. It sounds like you'll like it over there.
I mean, if he's been there for 15 years, then, I mean, you were there for the transition, right? In Hong Kong?
Jack Flair, in the Carolinas, because I was born in New York, and no thank you to snow. Yeah. SC, South Carolina, is that FTW, low taxes and sunny beaches. Yeah. And then Van Holtzman, personally, I live in a high top van at the beach. Nice. Anthony says, no, the transition was in 97.
It was in 97. Oh, that's right.
I
Yeah.
genuinely
Dude,
don't know
I
what you're talking
legitimately...
about.
Because because Britain used to control Hong Kong, and then in 97, I thought it was 2007, Britain transitioned, gave it to China.
Oh, that's nice.
No.
No, I'm not. I don't want to go into it. Well, that's awesome.
Oh my god. I guess that does make sense, because 97 was like
The city was the most beautiful
a long time
place in
ago.
the world.
Yeah, I was 2.
You were 2 in 97?
Yes. He
Oh my
keeps
God.
forgetting what year I was born.
Just yearn to see
I was 9.
Yeah. Old man.
And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it?
I could see going to a Carolina. I'm not saying like that if I end up being a snowbird, I'm gonna go all the way down to Florida, but.
The other kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while.
Anthony, I was 13, lol, so I'm very old, man. Nah, Anthony, we're just... You're not old, you're awesome. Me Harkula, I'm sorry, I probably butchered that. Oh, hey there. First live I've seen you do. This is one of the few games I managed to finish.
This was one of the few games I finished too. I can like name most of the games that I've beaten on one hand. No, that's not true. I've beaten a bunch of games, but like I don't usually play games to finish them. But when I do, it's a supergiant game typically.
Bobby Digital, nah fam, I was 20, I got y'all. Dave Holtzman, how old are you? I'm gonna be 28 in May.
I'm 34.
Yeah. And I love reminding him of the age difference. Just because it makes me happy. Just kidding.
Yeah, because you like old dudes. Like, literally old. Oh my god, I keep falling off the frickin'...
Yeah, again, my crush in Buffy when I was a teenager was on Giles and not any of the hot vampires, so...
How do you think that makes me feel, by the way? Yeah, you're crushing...
You're not, like, you don't act like you're that old. And you don't
Your crush on Modern Family is Jay.
It is... It is absolutely not. I will say, though, I had such a reputation in college that one of my friends, my friend Jordan, shout out, he's definitely not watching this, but he texted me once after we graduated. He was like, hey, I've been watching Frasier. Do you have a crush on his dad? I feel like you would. I was like, no.
Oh my god. That's like, hilarious.
My reputation precedes me, I guess. Yeah, no, I remember, like, being a teenager and, like, really crushing on Javier Bardem, and my mom was like, Emily, this is getting a little weird. Anyway, Maharkula, old, haha, youngins, my son is 31. Congratulations. Peter, I forget birthdays and years all the time. I don't really care. Arbitrary time measurements based on revolutions of planets around a star. Yeah, I know. I don't actually care that he doesn't remember. I just think it's funny. Dave, your age difference makes things exciting. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like, maturity-wise, like, I was always really mature for my age. So it, like, made sense for me to date someone older, but, like, not scandalously older. Like, there's a lot of people that I've met and know that, like, they all, like, so many people are like, oh yeah, we have a 7-year age difference. So it seems to be, like, a popular age difference, I guess.
My parents were 12 years apart, but that's not a good thing.
Not a good thing. It definitely wasn't. The only good thing about it was you were born.
Cringe.
Jack Flair, looking at VR headsets. I have a gaming PC with an RX 580 and a PS5. What headset should they get?
What headset should you get? Well, it depends on what kind of gaming do you want to do. Do you want to play PC VR or do you want to do PlayStation VR? I've heard that the PSVR headset for PS5 is amazing, but there aren't many games for it yet. I have the Valve Index, and it's pretty awesome, but I honestly don't play it ever. Like, I don't play it at all anymore. Yeah. I bought it for one game, guys. I bought it for Half-Life because I'm that big of a Half-Life nerd. Half-Life and Portal. Those are games that I want to see become movies. Are you kidding me? Half-Life? Oh! That would be the best movie ever. It's like a Stephen King novel, but with like lots of guns.
Oh, okay.
It would be great if you took like like John Wick and made a freaking John Wick movie out of a Stephen King novel, that's what it is.
Okay. I like John Wick. Hobby Digital. Birthdays are good stats. Show the more you have, the longer you live. Oh, birthdays are good. Stats show the more you have, the longer you live.
That is true.
That is true. Anthony, what is both of your favorite games of all time? Do you mean video games or like just games in general? Because video games.
I can't give you a favorite game, but I can give you like a top 5. Half-Life 2, Portal 2, Spelunky, Command & Conquer, Tiberian Sun, and SimCity. SimCity 4.
Yeah.
I'll be specific. Those are my favorites.
I'm more of like a board game, card game person. So
you like playing video games, but you don't really play a lot of them.
Yeah, I would never be like, I'm a gamer girl.
I'm a gamer girl.
Oh my god, I've got big glasses. I mean, I do have big glasses, but I don't know. I played a lot of Sims 4 in my college experience and post-college experience. I logged well over 1,000 hours. I haven't played it in a couple of years. But I also... Oh! I've got an answer. Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door on the GameCube.
That's a good game.
That's like a game that I just, like, I would wish I could have finished. I never got to finish it.
Paper Mario for the N64 is also amazing.
I never.
We could play that.
Okay.
I've got it on cartridge.
Why have you never done this before?
I've got it on cartridge. I get it on Steam Deck too.
Nice. Okay. Well, we're definitely playing it. Jack Flair, why is the Index so much more than the Quest 2?
Because the Quest 2 is subsidized by Facebook's invasive privacy invasion and advertising. Facebook loses money on every Quest 2 sold. Valve is selling the Index and making a modest profit off of it.
Anthony, I have never heard of Wingspan, the board game. Have you?
Wingspan is awesome.
Is it?
Have you played it?
I
have it on.
I've never heard of
I have it on Steam, and I used to have it, and then one of my exes, I lent it to her, and then she never gave it back after she broke up with me. So
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I want to say TNAG Gaming. Any recommendations for games to pick up for the deck on the Steam sale?
I don't really know what's on sale right now. I haven't looked into it, but I should do a video about that. Keep your eyes peeled. If you want a good game, if you like roguelikes, Spelunky, Dead Cells, I almost said Deadpool, and then Hollow Knight's always good. Stardew Valley is good.
I love Stardew Valley.
I'm more into the indie games, if I'm being quite honest. Yeah. If you don't have a Steam Deck, pick one up because it's 10% off right now. You save $50 or $40, I guess, on the smallest one.
Anthony says Bethesda/Arcane Studios games are on sale and all good.
Where whiskey has no scent, but tastes like a pepper boot heel, is not for everyone. We track the final core beyond the city to the wilds.
So,
You
the
know,
Ori games, I've heard they're good. I haven't played them. What?
nothing. I was just gonna say I like the Game of Life.
You like the Game of Life?
I love the Game of Life. I hate Monopoly,
I don't like Monopoly.
but I love the Game of Life.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. My mom was messaging me on Facebook earlier, and I got sucked down a freaking Facebook rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up like seeing someone like in Facebook Marketplace selling a board game collection, and it was literally like Life, Sorry, Monopoly, and a chessboard, and I was like, those are not board games. Those are games for children.
Love Life. I would play it right now if we could. I think I actually have the iPhone app of the Game of Life.
No way, really?
Yeah, that game is fun. What was it? Anthony, will you be playing Hades too? I want to really bad. I love Hades. I have not completed it, but someday. I haven't played it in a while. Peter, I seriously decided to never buy that rhythm game from Oculus, which Facebook bought, just because Facebook owns it. That one with the two sabers, which you have to hit based on blocks which pass by. You like it?
Beat Saber.
Beat Saber.
Yeah, I bought it before Facebook acquired them.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it like the day before they announced that Facebook had acquired them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really good game. I mean.
I hear it's a good workout.
It is. It's a really great workout.
I should play it. I've been like so, like just annoyed with on any type of exercise I'm trying to do. So maybe I should try that one.
Yeah, I'll need to set up the.
Oh yeah, that's right.
VR for you, but we can definitely do that.
Mm-hmm. Anthony, Monopoly is the never-ending, most repetitive game. Agreed. I will never play it on purpose. I played, the only times I've ever enjoyed playing Monopoly was like playing like the kids versions with like kids I used to work with. Like we had like a Mario Monopoly.
Yeah, you used to work in a sweatshop with kids, right?
Yeah, no. I used to do childcare and summer camps and stuff. And the kids were fun. But yeah. I think I'm more of a card game person though, and we don't play very many card games, but I love them. I got real into spoons with my kids. That was always fun.
Don't ever turn your back on a pincushion.
What else? This is how much I loved card games. Was when I was a kid, and if I like didn't have access to like the family computer or whatever, and I like just needed something to do with my hands while I was like watching TV, because that happens to me a lot. Like I get understimulated when I'm just sitting and watching something. But I would like play solitaire like with cards. And it just seemed a little sad, but but it's easy to cheat.
Yeah.
You can actually cheat if you really need to. If you don't want to have to set it up again. But Gardiner earmuffs. I love Phase 10. Gardiner hates that game with a fiery
Do not
passion.
get me started on that atrocity.
I think it's so much fun. Gardiner doesn't think there's any rules.
Dude, okay, if you guys have seen The Big Lebowski, I feel about that game the way Walter feels about Over the Line. It's so, dude, it's, oh my god, dude. I hate that game so much. It's not even close to fun.
I love
the mechanics
it.
are entirely broken.
What are you talking about?
Dude, you can't like get ahead, man.
Yes, you
No,
can.
there's no strategy to it.
Yes, you can.
There's
Yes,
not a cent of strategy.
Oh my god.
Not a single rotten cent. You can't win at that game. It's miserable. Don't.
I
You got me started.
firmly disagree with you. I like skip bow too, although that can be infuriating.
He's anxious to get back. After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right?
I've almost beat this game.
Nice.
It ain't.
There's like 3 more levels, I think.
Congrats.
Kid knows something's up, but we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just
Carcassonne?
Carcassonne was fun.
Zolf can barely muster the words. The calamity.
Not huge on Catan, but willing to play if a big group wants to play it. Like
I'll play it with people, but it's just freaking annoying. I just like games where there's quick, like, dude, this is how I am with all games. I don't care if it's a video game. I don't care if it's anything. I want quick, instant fun. I don't want to sit there and strategize for 40 minutes while the turn takes a turn around the table. You know what I'm saying? I'm like sitting there, I'm like making plans, and then I'm waiting for everybody else to take their turn.
Yeah.
And each person takes 10 minutes to do their turn. And then by the time it gets back to me, the shit I've been thinking about, I'm like, well, he just ruined everything that I was going to do. It's so annoying. I want in quick, instant fun. That's what I want. I like arcade games.
Yep.
I like local multiplayer. And I like Command and Conquer.
Yep.
And SimCity. Like, that's what I like.
Age of Empires.
Age of Empires is great.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not like a game that I'm like, I will never play it. But it's not, if anyone's like, what game should we play tonight? It's not going to be my first choice. But we have a fun group of friends locally that we play board games with, and they like to play it, so it's fun to play with them. We used to play games a lot, like with my dad. My dad's a big board game person, and card game is why I get my love of it from, where I get my love of it from. But, what was it, Balderdash? Did we play that with you? Yeah, we played that with you. I like that, that's fun.
That was alright.
But there's a way to put it back together. The shards.
It's fun. It's like you have to make up a definition for a word, and then...
Bastion back to health.
It's a little bit like Fibbage.
Yeah. So I would think you'd like it a little more.
No.
Anthony says, I think you will like Umbrella. I played the demo and it's super fun.
First stop.
Never heard of it.
Johnson Bog.
I've heard of Gunbrella. I haven't played it. I haven't seen anything about it. I've just heard the name.
Be able to guide you back.
I like quick, instant fun. Like I said, so games like if it's like an arcadey kind of thing, I'd probably enjoy it. Like Mario and shit like that. It has to be like the thing for me is like the control. It has to be fun to control, like just by itself. Like even if there was no other mechanic, and you just like controlling the game, moving your character around the world, like it's got to be fun. Like if it's not fun, like that's like the thing with like Western RPGs is like they are so focused on the mechanics of like RPG that it's not fun to even control. You know, like Skyrim. You know, have you played Skyrim?
I've tried to play Skyrim a few times. My brother bought it for me for the Switch.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
It's on the shelf.
Oh, thank you. I'll have to play it soon. But I've started it a couple times, and it was just really hard for me to play on PC, so that's why I think. So I have it on my Steam Deck, but I feel like I should play it on my Switch.
Yeah.
Because my brother bought it for me for Christmas.
Yeah. If you need to like have 30 buttons to play a game, it's not fun to me. It's one thing if you have hotkeys that you can optionally memorize to be more efficient and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a whole other beast to I'm just not even interested. Oh my god.
Anthony said Gunbrella is very fast-paced action.
Nice.
And then Dave says, so last one I enjoyed multiplayer video games I played on original Xbox and Halo glitches. We only played glitches and not against players.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. I'm sorry, Dave. Anthony said, if you like fluid and snappy controls, you will love Ori. It almost sets a new standard for that. I've never heard of Ori.
Ori and the Blind Forest? You never heard of that?
Nope. Sounds.
You would.
I like the title.
I think you would like it.
Okay.
Wait. We're gonna play a trailer. Hold on. Pause this. Store.
Ooh. This does look really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna sound really stupid, but it's reminding me of like the Lion King game I used to play on my Game Boy Color.
Why is that stupid?
I don't know.
So this is a Metroidvania.
Okay.
So it's like Metroid or Castlevania style games.
Yeah. Or like Lion King on the Game Boy
I've
Color.
never played Lion King.
It's just like this. No, this looks really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably end up buying that for you.
Thank
It's
you.
$4.99 right now.
Nice. Okay. Zale Murphy, I hope I said that correctly. I'm a big fan of your channel since I came across it 4 to 5 months ago. It was your reaction of boot videos that showed me I could even do something like that on my Steam Deck. I got my girlfriend a Switch months earlier, and she's jealous because I used the Adventure Time one from the same site you reacted to.
Nice.
Yeah, Anthony, that music was beautiful. That was gorgeous. Dave says glitches on original Xbox was fantastic. The game had many flaws that were fun to experiment with, flying across the screen by accident. Ooh, so glitches is a game.
I thought you said you played glitches with Halo. Or is it Halo and glitches? I've never...
I think so. Interesting. Yeah, Anthony, thank you for the recommendation. I'd never heard of Ori, and it looks super cool.
What do you say to the kid who's seen too much?
Anthony, what games do you two enjoy playing together? We haven't really played too many games together.
Yeah.
Aside from like stuff like this where I hand him the controller when I can't figure it out. But we played Portal 2 together once, and that was... I had no idea what was going on. And I also was like in the early stages of a migraine, so it like hurt my face to like play it a little. And then we played Age of Empires 2 against each other once. That was really fun. But other than that, we haven't really played many. Well, we played Puyo Puyo together once, didn't we?
Yeah.
That was fun. I think we did that on stream, right?
We did.
And then we played Mario Party 8, or not 8, Mario Party, whatever the one.
Super Mario
Super
Party.
Mario Party on the Switch. I played that against Gardiner's will. And we've done Mario Kart for the Switch together, but that's about
We
it.
should play like a WarioWare game.
Yeah. Oh my
I
god.
love WarioWare.
Dude, I played WarioWare Smooth Moves on the Wii. Like, that was like my favorite game on that freaking console. Hello, Alexander. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, WarioWare sounds fun. I hope it's like Smooth Moves, because that game was my jam.
Is there a WarioWare for Switch? I don't even think there is.
Look at it. Whoops.
I want like a big old slice of pizza right now.
Yeah.
But there ain't no pizza around here, right?
Whoops.
Would you look at what he did to poor old Ronnie, the bartender? Our story is supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one.
There might be. Is it Get It Together?
It's all right.
Oh.
Snoozing there on a rock in the sky.
Yeah,
Is it out yet?
He wakes up.
I think so.
Just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's
Yeah,
left of the pit.
I guess so.
He sees what's left of the platform.
Peter, one problem with Ori and the Blind Forest, it is not keyboard friendly because the developer forces you to use a mouse if you use the keyboard. I have a mouse
Yeah, but
on my computer.
you're gonna play it on Steam Deck.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not a keyboard gamer. I really don't like playing keyboard and mouse.
See, that's how I prefer to play Dragon Age. I will not lie. Except
See,
for
the thing
on
is
my
with
Steam
Dragon
Deck.
Age, it's meant to be played that way, and so
Right.
when they try to cram it onto a controller, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it was pretty hard. It was the hardest to use this controller, like the PS4 controller or whatever. I don't know if it's PS4.
This is a PS5.
PS5. Sorry. David Holtzman. Weird people aren't messing with game glitches these days. I'm Spectrum, and I guess that's something we do.
People do mess with glitches. You're a Spectrum? I am too.
Nice.
I have pragmatic language disorder. It's why I slur some of my speech, and it's why I have a hard time understanding words and body language and people.
Mm-hmm. I have some family members who are on the spectrum. And a boyfriend. I don't know if you know him. His name's Gardiner Bryant.
I hear that guy's a slut.
I don't know what you mean.
Thought we lost him, but he finally comes to. The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Bootlickers dig their nasty thorns into his heels. Ever heard of the lung blossom? It's bigger than the stories say.
I'm gonna die.
This music reminds me of that scene from What We Do in the Shadows, where like Deacon does his like dance thing in
Yeah.
front of the other vampires. If you
Trying to
haven't,
do a sensual dance.
if you haven't seen What We Do in the Shadows, the movie, you are missing out. That's like one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's so funny.
Peter says, Gardner, buddy, you would love fighting Pure Vessel and Hollow Knight. Sadly, this boss is locked until the end of the game, Pantheon Ford. It is the Hollow Knight from before it got infected.
Oh yeah.
They say one whiff of lung blossom can make a person blind. Well, the kid prunes it down the side somehow.
Dude, I just took out a boss in like
Knows
a
what happened
minute.
in the bar.
Congrats.
Kid never much
Pretty good at this game.
Proud of you.
A shard is like a poor man's core.
I like this
For
guy's
beggars
voice.
can't be choosers.
I think that's the composer of the music.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We'll be back in business. The single shard can breathe new life into this place.
Anthony, I'm still waiting on Hollow Knight 2 release date. The gameplay trailer was released 4 years ago and still no updates. Sobbing emoji.
Wait, say that again?
It's right there.
Oh wow, yeah. Dude, Hollow Knight came out when I was still living in Morrill.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
long
forever
time ago.
ago. And I've been waiting for Dragon Age Dreadwolf to come out for quite a while. If anyone's interested. A lot of people on the subreddit were like, why was there no trailer at the Game Awards or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, I'm getting tired and hungry.
Okay.
You wanna call it here?
We're
We've been streaming for 2 hours and a half, 2.5, almost 2.5 hours.
2:20.
2:20.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
All right, guys.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank
it
you
was
for
really
joining us.
Fun.
We love you. We will see you guys next Friday. We're gonna do this once a week. We were doing this live over on our second channel, and we were doing it every weeknight, and it was way too much. I can't do that. I have too much work to do.
Yeah,
So,
and we just, I don't know. I feel like a bunch of stuff came up and we couldn't do it, and then we just like so got out of the habit of doing it. So so sorry.
Well, we're gonna do it here now,
Yeah.
because it's just more fun when more people show up too.
Mhm.
So.
We will like that smash button, Anthony.
Yeah, like that smash button. Send them super chats. Do all this stuff.
Thank you, Kenneth, for loving our content.
We appreciate you.
We try.
We appreciate you.
Yes.
With that, we'll see you guys next Friday, and you'll see a new video from me on Monday. And if you haven't already, check out the video that I put up this morning on the on this channel. It was a good video. I'm talking about Steam Deck news.
What? You never talk about that.
I know. I got to get back into that. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Have a great weekend.
Great night.
We'll
Thanks
see
for coming.
you. We'll see you next time.